Here we go again. Episode 3, Season 1 of The Americans. Try and give an overview. So, a callback from probably the first episode where one of their fellow spies was killed. They, the spy duo was introduced to a new handler. At the same time, they're given a message that's coming from him, but of course, the dead don't speak, right? So now they're trying to figure out what's going on here. So they wind up utilizing the help of some individuals they work closely with in the past. Now this particular individual has fallen hard. He's in love with the female half of the spy duo. All right. And of course, he uses, and when he's rejected by her at this time, he uses this instance to do some sabotage of his own inside their own relationship. It's not. I'm trying to find elegant words to describe it, but it's not as complicated as it would seem. You put a man and a woman together in order to portray a married couple to gather information, sabotage, or whatever the case is. Of course, they're going to find some feelings for one another, but I still think the female half of the duo is a much harder person than the male and their male counterpart. Right. So continuing on, they wind up capturing her in order just to talk to her, but they never wind up hurting her. They just want to know what she knows. But they hand her off to their new handler. Now, a new handler is making all these promises like, "Oh, everything's gonna be all right." What I did think was interesting is the way that they staged her suicide and made it seem like a drug overdose. But of course, she has no history of drug use at all, and of course, the baby's missing. So it is what it is. There, they did do a really. It was really odd the way the baby was presented to the grandparents. Your son's a hero. He died a hero, but he had this baby, and this baby's here where it belongs. And now we give you a new child like it's military issue or something. It's so cold. What else happens in here? Oh, simultaneously while this is happening, their neighbor, the FBI agent, is also on the tail of this individual, just out of thin air, right? Or TV magic, if you will. He's hunting down with a team, and with these individuals, I guess they're like, I guess they would be Black Panthers. Nah, they're not Black Panthers. They're a bunch of black radicals, hooligans, if you will. Nah, I wouldn't say hooligans. Radicals, I guess. I don't think I wasn't paying too much attention. I have to admit, I was cooking. What time is it now? I guess it wouldn't be dinner or breakfast. I'm just cooking, so I'm kind of like I'm doing this. Oh, damn, it's funny. And then back over here. Oh, I need to cook this. So I'm kind of in and out on it, but I definitely got the gist of it. I don't remember them saying what organization they represented, but it's a bunch of black organized men. That's it's pretty much as dangerous as it gets, right? Now I think I've mentioned this before. The head of this is falling in love with female counterpart. I think I'm just going in circles, aren't I? Let me try and finish this overview. Yeah, the neighbor, the FBI agent neighbor, he's on the tail of her as well. But that's where I was going. These individuals, the black guys, I guess that's the only way I could describe them. I mean, they are African American, but they didn't. I didn't really hear what organization they're from, so I don't know. I guess they're just. I don't know. I don't know what to call them. They're helping the spies. I guess they're with the KGB, huh? The KGB, KGB guys. They captured the young lady before the FBI gets a chance to capture her, and that's what leads to everything I just explained. Her overdosing and the baby disappearing. But they wind up finding out that she doesn't have any information. She's basically really looking for money, but not in a desperate type of way. If that makes any sense, she was like, "Doesn't need money, any money." She was actually genuine. It seems like she was genuinely worried about the guy. Like she was in love with him. I mean, it's a secret marriage of all things. So what else happens in this episode? There's a lot of throwing around of feelings in this episode. I don't think they deal too much with the kids in this episode, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still finding it. I guess yeah, I'm still finding it pretty odd. Let me see if I can get myself a little more light. Might be a little too dark. Oh, okay, that might work. I'm still finding it kind of odd with the amount of ease that these characters are able to switch from different, I guess, different lives, like the drop of a hat. Like one moment they're being good parents. The next moment they're being good spies. The next moment they're being good. Yeah, they don't pay too much attention to their jobs. I mean, they do just enough to make the job go. I mean, flow, I should say, but they're not overly invested in that job. I don't think they're more. Of course, they have to be more invested in their spy work. And I also think it's so interesting that their neighbor happens to be an FBI agent. These coincidences that only come from TV land, but it's it's still proven to be quite a good show. Oh, and there was another fight scene in this episode. Actually, this one involved a knife. There's a little bit of knife play in this one. The male part of the male half of the spy dude winds up getting a slash mark across his abdomen, which is something else. He put up a heck of a fight, though. I'm telling you, these fight scenes are grade A fight scenes, man. They're not bad at all. I hope I didn't miss too much from this episode by cooking and not really paying attention to it. I hope I didn't miss anything in there. Smelling when I'm cooking, it's smelling kind of good. I might have to cut this one a little short. I might do that. I gotta check this food. Oh, before I go, don't forget, go check out my other videos. I've got Breaking Bad series. I've got Mandalorian, which I don't like. I've got The Wire. I've got The Americans, The Godfather Harlem. I've got movies. Go check those videos out and subscribe.